clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils, no swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood, echo shards where warriors stood. Just a breath, just a wish. No more war, no final fist. Wisdom whispers in the night. Strength and peace, no need to fight. Winners walk in soft embrace. No battle scars, no deadly taste. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. In the still night whispers float. In the quiet heartbeats slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils. No swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood, echo shards where warriors stood. Just a breath, just a wish. No more war, no final fist. Wisdom whispers in the night. Strength and peace, no need to fight. Winners walk in soft embrace. No battle scars, no deadly taste. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. In the still night whispers float. In the quiet heartbeats slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils. No swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. In the still night, whispers float. In the quiet, heartbeat slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils, no swords to raise, no cries to wail. Victory's touching ghostly hue. Darkness glows a pale blue. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Creeping through the twisted wood, echo shards where warriors stood. Just a breath, just a wish. No more war, no final fist. Wisdom whispers in the night. Strength and peace, no need to fight. Witness walk in soft embrace. No battle scars, no deadly taste. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. Silent shadows trace the ground. In this silence we are bound. Greatest victory found with ease. No need to fight, no need to cease. In the still night, whispers float. In the quiet, heartbeat slow. No clash, no roar, just silence. In the shadows, battles won. I see through foggy veils.
All of us, or is it just Bitey?
All right. So, we are back. I apologize. I am good at technology. We are fucking awesome this morning. Have I mentioned how good we are ready to go? So, anyway, um you should be able to hear everybody now. I've made sure to actually turn everything back on. I hate when it does that, but we're going to go ahead and do introductions first because I am a professional. There's an echo.
I don't hear an echo from you.
Does anybody else hear an echo? Okay.
I just hear an echo. I guess I'm the only one.
Only one? All right, we're going to do introductions now. So if
No,
we want to
there is
start
an
with
echo coming from somewhere. Oh wait. No, it's not. Okay, I lied.
you got it?
Yep.
Is it me?
Yeah, do you have the stream turned on, babe?
Let me. Oh, I might.
Yeah, that's probably why you hear an echo.
Here we
That'll do it.
go.
Oh,
Hey.
Because that's what I did.
I fixed it.
awesome.
Yay!
So, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most professional of streams. We are all professionals and experts, and we know what we're doing. No.
We are professional streamers.
You are a professional streamer. I am a dumbass.
I muted myself. I was totally muted for the first 10 minutes of my stream yesterday.
Nice.
Gotta keep them on their toes.
Yep. All right, so welcome to another, we're going to do the introduction for real now. So welcome to another episode of The Shattered World, the playthrough of our new tabletop RPG that will be releasing late spring, early summer. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Danielle, and I will be playing Colette.
I am Fee, and I will be playing Crimson.
I are super. You're dead now.
Awesome. So, welcome one and all. As you may recall from last time, I know it's been a little bit since we played, and I apologize, but our intrepid enhanced agents had solved the issue of the merging rooms. At this point, the rooms have now become unmerged, so Charm and Nest and the alchemy aesthetics shops are now fully separated and back to how they should be. So, in front of you is the young woman, the clerk, who had been forcibly merged with the weird creature.
Debilitas.
The what?
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh, don't do that. So.
Not that type of game.
Not even a little bit. So, she, as soon as the shadowy being around her disappears, all of you can still feel its presence very weakly, just in general, not coming from her. She drops to her knees.
I'm going to try and catch her, because I was holding her hand, if you remember correctly.
Yes. You were the one talking to her. Do you have at least one rank in athletics?
I don't know. Hold on. I gotta bring up the right things here. Oh, apparently I have to log back into... That's right. You told us you were resetting Foundry. And
yes.
I totally did not register it.
You are absolutely okay. So, while you're opening that, I've got your character sheet pulled up. You have 1 in agility and no ranks in athletics, so you're not really the reflexive dude. I want you to roll for me when you're available, or when you're able, agility plus athletics, so +1. All right, that is enough. She catches you off guard when she falls, and it's not the most graceful catch, but you do basically help her lower to her knees so that she doesn't fucking fall out, if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. When one had her head.
She is silent for a minute, full body convulsing. And then stops. What? What? And she starts to like look up and around, but she's very much got that I'm looking but not seeing expression.
Uh-huh.
So, what do the three of you do?
She asks what happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you did it. You beat him.
What was what, trying? She like starts to slowly push herself up but does not have the strength to do so.
She clearly wants to get to her feet, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to help her.
Okay. At this point, you are all but holding her up.
Okay, that's fine.
So at this point, who here is at least a rookie in knowledge?
Rookie in knowledge.
Yep. I don't
Not me.
care what specialties you have, just at least one rank in knowledge.
Not me.
Mine has a little check in the S box by me. Does that mean that I'm a
Specialist.
Yeah, I'm a rookie in
Specialist?
knowledge.
Yes. So let me pull that up for the Oh, excuse me, more professionalism. All right. So zooming in for the listeners, when you look on the character sheet next to the skill itself, you're going to see three boxes: R, S, and P. R stands for rookie. Right, who here went to college? College is specialist. So, R is rookie. That means you have at least one rank in the skill, one aptitude, and you're basically the flashlight holder level. You are starting to learn it. You've picked up a thing or two, but you're still very much carrying the book with you as you do the job. S is specialist. You have at least a 4 aptitude, 4 ranks in the skill. Not only are you competent enough to do the job day to day alone with no assistance, but you've started to specialize within that job or career field. P is pinnacle. You have 7 ranks, 7 aptitude, which is the current max when the game launches in that skill. If I'm putting together a list of the best composers of your generation and you have a 7 in performance, we may not all agree that you are the best performer of your generation, but we all agree you deserve to be on that list, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So, you finished that. What'd you finish?
High school.
Ah. Had to catch up for a second there. I am a very smart, very dumb man. So, Colette, you have rookie in knowledge, and as we just saw, Emor, you have specialist in knowledge. So I'm not going to make the two of you roll for it. You know it absolutely. Crimson, if you want to roll mental acuity, normally I would say mental acuity plus knowledge, but you don't have any ranks in knowledge. So if you want to roll 2d12 plus your mental acuity, go ahead.
Give me a second.
So that'll be 2d12 plus 2.
I didn't do it right. Hold on.
You are okay.
First day back after a
That's
while.
right.
How am I not doing this right?
Make sure to
So
put
it's-
You gotta
slash
put
roll
the forward
first.
slash, babe.
Forward slash.
roll.
Yep, got to do the command.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Foundry. It's a great system, great tool. Sometimes it can be a bitch.
A 9.
All right. With a 9, you're not quite sure what's going on. Um, obviously, there's something going on with her, but you're too far away. You don't really have the knowledge base to put it together, etc., etc.
Yeah, I just know it's something that has the other two interested, and
Yes.
I'm only interested to see if something funky happens with her that I need to shoot her in the head for.
Ladies and gentlemen, the edgelord. No,
I never play this type of character.
right?
I know, right?
I'm so quirky. I'm so quirky. I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face. God.
Manic pixie dream girl.
I'm sold. Um,
I loved Rocket Girl.
that's right. Shoot me harder, mommy. Anyway, so both of you, Colette and Emor, as soon as you look at her, the convulsing, the stop, the disorientation, she just became enhanced. You, Emor, with your broader knowledge base, are more sure of it. Colette, you're like reasonably sure. Emor, there's no fucking doubt. Whatever magic she just had, she is now cut off from it. She is now enhanced.
I just get this look on my face, like this, like a dad who just found out, or whose son just came out to him, or something like that.
Okay.
Just, oh sweetie, I already knew, that kind of look. And I look at the other two and I nod, but I don't say anything. Um, I just say to her, "Do you feel like you can walk?"
I yeah, I need to I have yeah, I can where are the other animals? I have to get them out of here if something's going on.
Mm.
I
Uh,
I can't let them stay and get hurt.
The other animals have already been taken care of. And I hand
Uh
her one of my cards.
so when you say that, I need you to roll for me mental acuity plus persuasion.
Oh, good. I have good stats in both of those things.
So
Yay.
basically, as soon as Colette sees she's probably turned into an enhanced, she's just like meh and turns away like she's disgusted, and she
yeah.
decides to go investigate otherwise in the room, like sweep the room basically.
Okay.
Crimson just makes her way closer and studies the whole thing even more, wondering what the hell is going on.
All right. So, when you say that, her eyes look worried for a minute, but she doesn't piece it together. And then you hand her your card. What
And I
is
say, go ahead. Sorry.
what is this?
When you get home and you get safe, I want you to call me. I can help.
Oh, how
Okay.
sweet you are.
Dad. All right. So, she just kind of nods and starts leaving. Very unsteady on her feet, but as she goes, she starts to get more steady and leaves the door and goes around. So, Crimson, I'm sorry, Colette. The thing is in the other room. That is the being you were specifically requested to hunt.
Mm. Ah. What do you do, Colette?
Not her, obviously, but the shadowy beast. Based on the way everything's split, its body is probably in the other room.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess since I was doing a sweep anyway, I'm going to go back to the other room to double check.
Perfect.
Don't split the party.
I can see all from the door.
Uh-huh. As a monster comes through and slashes your throat.
At least I wouldn't have to hang out with these people anymore.
Alright, so Colette goes in the other room. It is slowly changing back, but for the moment, it still looks like the Charmin Nest, the furniture store. Crimson and Emor, are you two following, or are you staying in the other room?
I'm following. I think it's a stupid idea to split up the party.
I'm gonna follow too.
Alright.
I'm
So,
not saying your idea was stupid, Colette.
Out of character, it's really stupid.
time is absolutely encouraging you guys to split the party. They
Yes,
also
he is.
recommend you take a flashlight and leave your guns behind.
Does anyone have a Ouija board?
I do.
No.
I have a Luigi board. It's only for player number 2.
Aw.
Ready Player One though?
Aw. The movie, not the book, please.
The book, not the movie, please.
No, fuck the book.
What do you mean?
So, the movie... We're going to segue for a minute, boys and girls. I apologize. The movie was good for what it was. It was a dumb popcorn flick. It was not anything more than that. Was it a perfect cinema master? No, of course not. It was fucking stupid. But it was a good enough turn your brain off and watch summer blockbuster. Gorgeous visuals. It was great. It was dumb. It was fun. It was entertaining. It wasn't anything more than that, and it didn't try to be. The book sucked harder than a 9-year-old in the Vatican. The book was basically gatekeeping the fucking book, where one of the challenges is literally beaten by the characters reciting an 80s movie line for line and not making any mistakes. That was the second challenge. It was nothing but a bunch of nerds stroking themselves over how much they knew 80s culture without actually understanding any of it, and they were rewarded for that. The book was stupid. It was horrible. It was a good idea, and in the hands of a competent writer, it may have been able to have been done really well, but alas, we did not have a competent writer. The book sucked. It was horrible. End rant.
Unfollowed. Unsubscribe.
That's
Divorced.
fine. We don't need your kind here.
Wow. Yeah,
No.
you just don't like people who like good books, that's all.
Okay. Next you're gonna tell me about how Twilight is fucking peak cinema, man. Like, you know what I really want?
Pleasure.
And it's fine if it's a guilty pleasure, but the book was horrible, man. Like,
Yeah, it was.
I do not get it.
It was
If
a
you
straight
liked
up Mary
it,
Sue.
more power to you. You know, I'm not here to harsh anyone's yum. I get it. I like stupid shit too, but the book is just bad to me. It fails on every conceivable level.
It's a Mary Sue, man. Of course it does.
Like, if I want a better written book, I'll fucking read 50 Shades of Grey. I mean,
Oh my god.
Did you just imply that 50 Shades of Grey was better than Ready Player One?
I didn't
Like, as a
imply
book?
shit. I said it. Um,
Oh my god.
Whitey's just never read a good book before in his life. That's his problem.
okay. I mean, that's fair, but God, like, again, different strokes for different folks. I get it. If you like Ready Player One, more power to you. I'm not gonna bash you that much. But I read that book. I finished that book mostly out of hate. Um, the author reminds me a lot of Larry Correia, just not as politically bullshit. In the fact that he had a good idea, he had some decent world building. Like, there's aspects of Ready Player One that I like and that I think could have been done really, really well. There's aspects of Larry Correia's books that are really, really interesting. But Larry Correia can't stop sucking his own dick over his political beliefs and lets that get in the way of his writing, and it shows. And I can't even remember the Ready Player One writer's name, but I think he wrote it as a high school kid and didn't know any better, and that's fine. I wrote a lot of cringe shit as a high school kid. I get it.
Let's not talk about that period of time.
Right.
I know, right?
Like, I get it.
The
Or
first thing
even
that
in
always,
college.
God, the first thing that always
Supernatural
comes to my mind,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that always comes to my mind, um, is when the Tobey Maguire movies came out, and I wrote like a poem slash song in the style of Evanescence as an ode to Spider-Man.
Oh, God. And Minerve, I don't know because I don't care. Jesus Christ. Like,
What a fun stream.
oh.
Wait. This whole. You think you wrote it as a kid thing? Did you ever read Aragon? Like, did you like Aragon? Because that was written by Christopher Paolini when he was in middle school.
Right. And I have read about half of the original one. I am much
I
more
sub for the
lenient.
hate reading.
Right. I am much more lenient on him because he was a kid. Right? Like,
Okay.
when you first write a book, you fucking suck at it. It is what it is, right? Like, your first bit of writing, the first time you do anything, the first time you DM, the first time you draw, you suck at it. That's how we get better, right? Like, I, I again, Christopher Paolini, Aragon, the book has some good ideas. Like, there was one scene where the guy is basically self-taught in his now I'm going off memory here, so I may be completely full of shit, but the kid is like self-taught in magic, and it's all word-based magic. So he tries to bless this kid with a shield to protect him from harm, but he fucks up the verb, the context, right? Like how he said it, because he just wasn't trained. And he accidentally causes the kid to be a shield for others' misfortune, others' harm. And that is such a brilliant idea. Like, I love that. But he basically wrote Star Wars with dragons.
It isn't true.
Um,
Hate reading is what I did with Orson Scott Card and everything he wrote.
right. I
Because I
subbed for the. Oh,
like
go ahead.
I love the series. Like I love the Enders series. It's beautiful. All the storytelling, the characters is beautiful. But Orson can't stop sucking his own dick long enough to, you know, actually develop some of the characters.
Right.
beyond their affiliation with religion.
Yes. For me, another example of that, Terry Brooks, he got me into modern fantasy, urban fantasy. One of his books, it was a trilogy originally, the Word in the Void trilogy. The first book is Running with a Demon. Basically, there's a modern day paladin hunting demons, and he visits the future in his dreams. He has great magic in the present, but if he uses it, he won't have it in his dream that night, which means he may not be able to find out what's going on to stop the apocalypse from happening. It's a great idea. And I went back, I found it on Audible a little bit ago, so I'm like, I'm gonna fucking re-listen to my favorite series, right? Like, this is what got me into urban fantasy back in the day. And I'm listening to the second one, and I'm blanking on the name for a moment, and I just don't care enough to look it up. But in the second one, the first, like, in the first chapter, there's like 3 pages where he's talking about his friend who is a black man, and he has like 3 pages dedicated to explaining about how his black friend is one of the good African Americans who doesn't like to be called African American. He's just an American. And like 3 fucking pages of this shit. And I'm like, ah. And then there's other stuff in it that I'm like, we're going to say this was a product of its time. That's, God damn it. This was a product of its time.
And kind of like Piers Anthony's spell for Charmeleon or whatever. That book was very
Yes.
interesting.
Or David and Lee Eddings, The Belgorod.
Yes.
Like, those books were great, and a lot of people credit them for, you know, their introduction into epic fantasy. And then if you do a quick Google on why David and Lee Eddings stopped being teachers and started being writers, and you're suddenly not a fan of them anymore.
Right.
Yeah. For those
The
of
Sword
you
of Truth guy too.
the who, yeah,
Sword of Truth guy, yeah, him too. He was, yeah.
yep. Or Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai X, the mangaka who created him.
Don't you love it when you find things that you used to love and you're like,
Yep.
and then you were younger and you didn't realize it, or you kind of just glazed over, and then all of a sudden you go back and you read it when you're older and like, holy shit.
Yep.
Well, and culture was different around certain things too. Like in the early
Yes.
2000s, if you washed your ass, you were metrosexual.
Right.
Like,
Oh my god.
Let's get
Also,
back to the game, guys.
okay.
yeah. I do just want to real quick, time said a little bit ago, your taste will always be bigger than your skill. That could not be better stated. But getting back, I apologize for the segue, but if you're listening to this stream, you knew what the fuck you were getting into. Have I had my meds this morning? Yes, I have. Yes, we're good.
I
Okay.
can't believe all it took for me to derail the whole game was Ready Player One, like 3 words, Ready Player One, and that it just for
Hero.
20
Triggered.
minutes.
You can absolutely go fuck yourself. Like, we are back on topic. We are professionals. Can't even say that with a straight face. All right, let's play. So, Colette, you lead the way. You go into the room, or the store. As I said, it still mostly looks like Charm and Nest, but it is slowly changing back. It's excuse me.
No.
All right, its features are the Charm and Nest features are slowly fading, and the alchemy aesthetics, the pet cages and all of that are slowly coming back into focus. You
Okay.
estimate it's going to take another, like, 10-15 minutes before it's fully there.
Is there anything of interest in the former location before it changes into the current location?
So, in order to do that, you would have to search in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go back to the room, Colette.
So, before you guys do that, over here, in exactly the same position it was when you guys unmerged, is the babao.
I don't see anything you pointing to anything.
Do you see this, the ping?
Yeah, but it's not on stream. There it is. I think.
Yes, there is a whole game on this screen. I forgot myself for a minute. Come for the new RPG, stay for the random ass book rants. So,
At least we all know how to read. Like that's
right. Reading is great.
That's that's a thing. If you're a Brandon Sanderson fan, by the way, get his new book. I'm gonna read it soon to myself.
I need to sit down and get into Brandon Sanderson. I've heard he's great.
You might need to refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
Mad.
If you logged in around the same time that I set the stream, sometimes it does that.
Yeah.
But hello, Oreo. Sorry, my cat has decided he's my co-DM right now. Co-narrator,
okay, yeah, I had
sorry.
to refresh too. That's what my problem was.
All right, here we are. Let's go. Yay! So,
come on, vamonos.
No. No, thank you.
Another 3 words to derail the campaign.
Anyway.
We're not coming on nothing.
That's what she said.
Wow.
And she was wrong. So, everybody try to focus at least as much as I can, which means no. So,
all right, let's go.
You guys see the babao. It is slowly evaporating. And it, as you guys come in, it glares and it is trying to move, but it can't leave it square.
Convenient.
Murderers.
Well,
breakers. Just like others. Fuck!
What's this dude's problem?
Oh, go ahead.
I had said that I was gonna search in the other room, so I didn't see anything of interest in there, right?
Right.
Okay, so then I don't care about the other room. I'm gonna... See, my instinct is to walk over and double tap him.
Instincts are good if that's what you want to do. Or if you want to ask him what he meant, it's all up to you.
If anybody wants to know what he meant, they better ask him before I put a bullet in his mouth.
What are you talking about, dude?
Breakers.
Breakers.
You
What are breakers?
broke this world.
No, that was you.
No, you.
He is about half gone now, and he is just laughing. Pawns. See you
Excuse me, I didn't hear you. What did you say, dude? As you fading away, what did you say? Or are you just gonna fade away and not say anything, man?
Pawns.
Out of character.
Out of
Oh,
character,
sorry, my
yes.
bad.
Out of character, Colette's first language isn't English. So she kind of doesn't give a crap about what he's saying.
Yes. Speaking that peasant language. Ah. All right, so.
He just looks like filthy American to me.
Hey. Fuck you. You're not wrong, but fuck you. So, anyone, he just repeats that breaker and then pawns. I'll see you soon, and then pawns again. All of you have one action. You can say something, do something. What are you going to do?
Something.
Do something. Before he fully evaporates.
Well, we already know what Colette's gonna do. What are y'all doing?
Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know what to do, damn it. I'll just move towards Colette.
All right.
I'm gonna look at him disapprovingly.
Colette thinks that you're gonna try to stop her, so she's gonna shoot it in the head.
All
Oh,
right.
jeez.
So, Colette, no ranks in empathy. Crimson, no ranks in empathy.
Nope.
Emor, no ranks in empathy. All right. This is the empathy heavy party. So,
See, realistically though, Emer should have ranks in empathy.
he should. After this session, when we get to the end, we're going to talk about experience points a little bit.
There you go.
Yay.
That'll
You
be
don't
our first
have
ever
to.
conversation about experience points since we built our characters, so I'm excited
Yes,
for that
it will.
conversation.
So,
Game design.
game design. So, at this point, when you, Colette, pull your gun to put him out of his misery, he looks away towards the cages and gets a strange look on his face for a minute. None of you have the necessary empathy to really understand it. You can absolutely roll if you care. It'll be just straight mental acuity.
I'll roll.
The average adventuring party, yes. Empathy is overrated.
I'm gonna roll, Alan.
Awesome. And then Colette, you do not need to roll to put him down. Basically, it's a coup de grace. I'm not worried about it.
Right? I feel like I should roll this mental acuity, but then I'm also like, she really doesn't care where he's looking or like what reason he's looking at it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes. So
I
actually,
got a 10.
you got a 10. That is not enough to piece it together.
Okay.
Colette. I actually want you to roll. Roll mental acuity plus handle animal.
oh, I do have that.
You do. You have 1 rank in it.
1 rank. Yay! Much more than the rest of you peasants.
God.
Little rich girl with her horses.
Okay, so I have
Now, just a
4
heads
to
up, your
roll.
check will be a little higher than the just straight empathy would have been, but you may roll this instead, and I will explain why after you make the check.
If I was a rich man. No.
All right, so 16. Right after you pull the trigger and put it down, the look kind of clicks for you. Because you've seen that look before with some of your family and some of the other hands working with the animals that you grew up around, he was looking with concern at the cages.
Okay.
At the animals. From what you could tell, his last concern wasn't really for him, it was for the animals.
Mm. No,
You
he's
may
not
do
a
with
bad
that knowledge
monster.
what you will. What did you
Nothing.
say, Fee? Sorry.
Oh,
Nothing.
I
Okay.
was just commenting. Oh, not a bad monster.
Oh, they're all bad monsters.
So out of character, I'm like, oh, he might have worked there before and he just got enhanced to be some psycho thing. But in character, I'm just like, he just looks like, how do I put it? Like Lenny with the rabbit.
Yes. You broke up a little bit, but I did hear Lenny with the rabbit, and I understood that reference.
Yes, I knew you would. Another book reference? Or as a show movie reference?
As a book. It was a good book. That was
Let's
a
not talk
good
about books.
book.
I love this book.
I'm a good goose. So, you put it down. And 1 second. I want all of you, once it dies, to make for me mental acuity plus perception to search this room. So, Colette, you got a 26. Crimson and Emor, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, 1 second.
Take your time. Emor doesn't find shit.
So I realized that I'm trying to zoom out on Foundry, and it's rotating my character around.
Nice.
Oh, I got 21.
Hey.
All right. So, Dad didn't find anything.
Adjust his glasses.
Yep. Takes his glasses off for a second, cleans them while he's looking. Can't tell you the number of times I've done that shit. Anyway.
To make sure it doesn't run off while you're cleaning your glasses.
Right. So, Colette and Crimson, as the two of you begin looking, Crimson, over here by the cages, you find an item. It is the binding bandage.
Binding bandage. Okay. Would I know what this is?
Yes. Remind me, do any of you have craft?
Probably
No,
not.
I don't.
Is it a waste of my resources and talents?
Baby, do you have craft?
I have
Yes.
one rank in craft, yeah.
And you have the pharmaceutical specialty. Awesome.
I do.
So, this is a cheaply made version of the binding bandage. This is the basic form. It takes 1 action to use, and there's enough on the roll for 3 uses. Basically, this is a roll of magically enhanced gauze that you can wrap around a wound. It will heal.
I used it on it. Oh, sorry.
You're good. It will heal 1 stamina per turn for 2 turns. It does not heal real wounds, but it will heal the minor little nicks and cuts and bruises that stamina damage represents.
Can I use this on the other players too?
You can.
So there's 3 of them, right?
It's one roll, but it
One roll,
has
okay.
enough for 3 uses.
Okay. Yo, dude, I found some bandages. Some binding bandages. Anybody care?
Tuck
No?
those away for later. We're gonna need them.
All right. I stick them in my little vest. My little
So,
vest pocket.
Colette, with your 26. All right, Oreo, I'm petting you. Let me play, please. You find an item called it comes in a small tin. There are 2, honestly, they kind of look like little mints. They are known as Hunter's Edge. Again, it has 2 uses, 1 action to use it. When Hunter's Edge is created, you choose an adversary type. There is a little handwritten note inside. Like what, the little the directions of use.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that taped inside, handwritten, and it's flesh and form is the type of adversary this works against. You get a +1 bonus in melee and firearm checks for
Goody.
3 rounds against that adversary type when you use this.
It's like pills or lozenges or something.
Yeah, again, they look kind of like mints or the little Alkoids.
Does she
I'm
know
not.
what these are, or is she just popping them?
Oh, I haven't popped them. We're not in battle.
Well,
So, these are, again, obviously very cheap. They are the base version. The 2 of you can attempt to identify. Obviously, I'm saying what they do for the purpose of the stream, but the 2 of you can attempt to identify them yourselves if you show them to Emor, because he has the level of craft necessary to make them. He can just identify them. He won't need to roll.
So, Colette looks at the whatever it is, and is like, "Puh, drugs," and she kind of like tosses it over her shoulder to Emer. Or wait, is he over there?
These are drugs. Here you go, Dad. I'm better than
Yeah.
this.
I do not need performance enhancing drugs.
I'll take them and shove them in my backpack.
He's like, I used to party.
All I can think of is that bit from the old Eminem song. Will Smith doesn't have to cuss in his raps to sell records. Well, I do, so fuck him and fuck you too.
Fuck
Like,
you, fuck you too.
that's all I can think of at this point. I do not need them. Fuck you, I do.
What drugs do I have again?
You
Right,
have the SFPs, the Starlight Focus pills, and now you
Oh.
have Hunter's Edge.
Hunter's Edge.
See, and also, this is my secret way to not have to take any notes. On your
Right?
Oh, there's
I'm
always one.
I'm too pretty to take notes.
No, there's two, Alan. There's
Oh,
two.
I hate you both. Like,
Uh,
you're horrible people. I love you
I don't think
very
I've ever
much.
taken notes in a game I've played.
I tried.
Yeah, maybe in the past I've tried, but that's about it.
All
I
right.
wrote really stupid shit, like what his face do.
What does face do? God. All right, so it is currently 11:02. We've been playing for an hour. We are going to take a quick 2-minute break because I need to go refill my water and throw my cat. Ads should be starting in just a minute, and we will start when we come back. Right, with the powers FF at the fuck. What Fate said. I apparently can't say it, but what Fate said.
SFPs.
Ads should be starting in just a minute. So we are going to take just a minute. We will be right back. Yeah.
Sunny. Lisa, are we muted?
All right. And I am back, and it looks like the ads are done.
Oh,
How about
can
y'all?
you turn this back on? Their ads are still going on, Alan.
Okay. That's weird.
There
They
you go,
must be
yeah.
different for every person.
I don't see
They
any
are a little
ads.
bit different for every person.
Yep,
Okay.
they're there. They're gone.
Awesome. All right, it's going to be weird if the ads are a little different for every person, but fuck it, we will go on and do it. And yeah, don't mix up your pills with your sun protection. Ah.
That's her base.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so back to it. That is what y'all find. Colette, you have tossed your drugs to Dad. And speaking of, Emor, I want you to make for me while all this is going on, mental acuity plus tech.
Oh, not 2d13.
No, don't roll 13-sided die.
Why? That's good luck.
It's cursed.
It is not cursed.
It is
Not
cursed.
cursed.
It is not cursed. This is cursed. That is cursed. Everything is cursed.
Everything's the devil to
Oh.
you, Mama. All right.
Sound a little bit like a King of the Hill.
You know, I tried to go halfway between Bobby Boucher and King of the Hill, and I think I nailed it.
Yeah.
I think you did. You did a good job.
13
right.
is a prime number. How can you have a 13-sided die?
I don't know. I
You
just know
melt
it's a lucky
inside.
number.
By spitting in the face of God.
Yes.
That's what I mean. It's cursed.
You
That's
grind
what I
down
just
one of the
said.
edges. So it's flat.
Yes. I don't want to reach into your pocket. I've fallen for that once before.
You have to roll into the sixth dimension the seventh dimension to get the 13. Like,
3d12.
Ah. All
Just
right.
plug it into an AI generator.
I know, right?
Oh my God. 13-sided die. It's going to have fucking fingers coming out of it.
I thought you people liked fingers.
All those eyes on those biblical accurately
Yeah.
angels all around
Yes.
Biblically accurate dice.
Oh. Now I want to set a biblically accurate dice.
And if you roll a 26-sided die and divide by 2, the lowest number you can get is a 2.
No, 2 divided by 2 is 1.
Oh. If you roll a 1 on the 26-sided die, you get a half, though.
You want to know something? If you said 2 divided by 2 is 1 to me, I'd believe you.
It is 1.
Oh, I can't math, so I don't know. I never learned division.
2 divided by 2 is 1. You'd have every reason to believe us. It's accurate.
I
Oh,
have
believe
two.
you.
I have 2 cookies. You and I both want a cookie. I give you a cookie. I have a cookie. We both have 1 cookie.
Oh,
Exactly.
thank you, Danielle.
Aw, you're welcome.
I can understand it with cookies.
Yeah. If it helps, you gotta do it.
That's right.
You know?
Cookies make everything
Like
better.
pizza too, you know? You get a slice, I get a slice.
Yep.
4 slices.
So, God.
Maybe that's not right.
No, it's good.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
My brain immediately
just
went
picturing-
to 2 divided by 2 is 0. That's what Fee rolls.
How did I roll a 0? So I,
instead of getting slices though, we could just get a whole pizza each. Like
yeah,
that'd be
so my picture of us each having a slice of pizza was there's a pizza and I slice it in half and I give Fee half.
Yep.
yeah. That's still not enough. Just
Right.
get
Get
us
a whole
both the pizza.
Yes.
That's what we do. We buy
Also-
we buy each other a whole pizza.
Roll it up burrito style.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, real quick,
Sorry,
Fate.
Alan.
No, you're good. Real quick, Fate. Tutu is actually a bear. I've played Magic the Gathering. You can't fool me. But back on topic, more or less, until we get distracted again.
Hey, it is
Perf-
getting close to lunch too, so we're all
Right?
like,
We're hungry. We're unmedicated. This is a brilliant idea for a stream. Let's just do
I'm
this.
definitely unmedicated. I didn't take my
Same.
meds this morning. I forgot.
Oh, go take your fucking meds.
We're playing. I'll take them after.
This is a reminder, folks. Drink your water and take your meds.
And yes, a 2-2 for 2 is a bear in Magic the Gathering. Yes, you're right, Fate. Yeah, everybody hydrate or dihydrate. Make sure to take your meds. Medicate or dedicate. Fucking die. Yeah, don't die. We don't want you to die. We love you.
And that affects our viewership too.
That affects our viewership, and damn it, I'm poor. So everybody take care of yourselves so I can be a new corporate overlord and fucking take your money for years to come.
Wow.
Geez, time. Medicate or dedicate. The stats is dedicated to your mom.
Oh.
That reminds me of that video where some lady reaches at the camera and says, "Ha, got your mental health disorder," and it stitches to somebody, and he says, "You give that back. That was a gift from my mom."
That's right. Got your trauma. That was a gift from family. You give that back.
See, in my mind, immediately goes to that cat that crunches on your trauma.
Oh
He
my
does little.
god.
Cow, cow, cow. It's so cute.
Yay! Thank you, Time.
That's some
God.
dedication right there.
It reminds me of
Perfect.
that guy who got sued because he used like AI generating programs to generate music, threw them on Spotify in a playlist, and then made a shitload of bots to listen to his playlist and just collected the ad revenue.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was so great. Like that's like war crimes, right? It's never a war crime the first time. Same principle.
Gotta respect the hustle.
Gotta respect the hustle. Anyway, so Emor, as you're looking, you're kind of absently fucking with your tablet. You had been looking for the information that I had sent you, your side mission.
Yes.
So, that is actually in the now unfused store. As everything starts coming into focus, you're, tapping, trying to make connection as they look. And after a minute, you do. It's one of those, like, trying to make connection, you blink, connection fucking made. What do you want, boss? Oh, excuse
I made
me.
the connection on my tablet.
Yes. Your tablet is back fully connected.
Okay. I can't remember what I was looking for on my tablet last time we played. It's
So,
been so long.
it has been a little bit. You are having that legal issue,
Oh yeah.
and one of the stores had been testing a prototype system for Starlight Networks.
Mm-hmm.
It was this store.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
So, is there a Is there a like a computer system nearby in the
So,
room?
yes, the main one of the registers right here.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to it, and I'm assuming that I have all the stuff with me to plug my tablet into it, or I can connect to it with my tablet somehow.
Okay. So, with your 26, you do make connection to it. Any additional information, you are going to have to roll for it, but you do make
Okay.
connection. You are now treated, because you had also downloaded the security program, you are basically treated as a authorized user and security. Like, not admin, but you know what I mean.
Hmm.
I cannot word today.
So the first thing I'm gonna look for is um, any kind of like reference to the the system I'm looking for, the secret
Awesome.
system.
Yes. So that is going to require a check. Pulling up your character sheet. Again, you may roll tech. Mental acuity plus technology.
Same roll.
Yep. You do not have any ranks in security. There we go. Awesome. So, you sorry, I'm distracted by time and fate.
That sounds pretty existential.
Yeah. It's very much an
Wow.
that thing.
Existential.
Words. I
Alan,
know
explain how I
words
rolled a 0.
because God hates you.
I know, right?
This is why we don't take multiple shots at once. Because tequila is bad. Anyway, so, um, you with your 24, you fucking fly through this system. You're vaguely aware that the data is behind a firewall, but you just kind of blow by it in roughly the same amount of time it would have taken you to enter the password if you knew it. Um and you're in, you find the data. It will take a minute to download it to your tablet, but that is a process that you can start and forget.
Okay.
While you
I'm gonna do
have
that.
this data, I am going to send you a message. You know what? I trust all of you. You don't see this, Crimson and Colette, so pretend you don't know this. As you are looking and downloading, you discover that there was a bit of a lie told to you.
Oh.
Yes. So, I am pulling up their name now because it's been a while and I don't fucking remember it. So, you were initially contacted by Mira Patel from the acquisitions division, and you were told about this. You were initially told in the email that they just never gave back the prototype security
Oh.
system.
Okay.
It was supposed to happen a week ago, and they just never did. And now the tear has occurred. So this was their excuse to send you in there. And while you're there, see if you can pull any relevant data. What you find while you're downloading this is a conversation between the store manager and Mira Patel.
Oh,
Basically making an end run. He is agreeing to pay the store manager paid additional funds to Mira to keep it. And these funds
interesting.
were never reported that you know of.
Oh, interesting. And as an accountant for Starlight Networks, I would definitely have
You
inside
would
info.
absolutely know that, senior accountant.
Yeah. Um. So, this was Mir Patel is not the CEO of Starlight Networks.
No,
right?
no. She would be rank 4 or 5. So let me pull that up real quick. So she is actually rank 6. She is a administrator. She is one of the higher ups of the acquisition. She's basically a district manager.
Okay. But so this is either one of two things. This is either a Ponzi scheme to make Mira more money, um, or it's a below the board kind of um, thing happening from the top down. Um,
Correct.
so I'm gonna tuck that knowledge in my back pocket.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make sure that that specific conversation ends up in a slightly different folder than it was originally in,
Okay.
so that Mira, when Mira finds it and opens it, knows that I know.
Perfect. So, are you attempting to put any, like, digital fail-safes on this or anything like that?
I'm supposing I don't have much technology on me that isn't in some way connected to the Starlight networks.
Okay.
Like including my phone or anything like that. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to email it to myself, the whole conversation from. I think that'll be good enough to let Maria know or Mr.
Mira.
Patel know that
Yes.
Mira. There we go. I think that that'll be good enough to let Mira know that I know that about it. So I'm going to email
Awesome.
it to myself, my personal email inbox, not my Starlight Networks one, because everybody has a personal email inbox.
Yes, and our corporate overlords would never check our personal email box.
No.
Never.
They would never do that.
Actually,
That's...
I'm going to email it to my personal inbox, and I'm going to also email it to the I'm assuming that there's a local media news kind of thing.
There is.
Yeah, I'm gonna email it to them too, but I'm gonna put like no subject on it, and kind of make it look like it could be spam.
All right. So for that, please roll for me mental acuity plus tech. And that will be the check they have to roll against for when I'm doing my shenanigans later.
Oh,
Ooh.
not a good roll.
Not a good roll at all.
At least it's not a 0.
That's fair. That's fair. Poor Fee. So, You do that. You send your email. You have found that information. So, tonight, Weekly World News. Wait a minute. I miss the National Enquirer. Such quality reporting.
Didn't they have a article about a bat boy or something
Yes.
at one point?
Oh yeah, that's what I picture when I think of them.
Yes. For those of you that aren't familiar, because you're not old as shit like I am, or
Hey,
Yeah, really, Alan.
look, the National Enquirer is old. Are they even still making papers? Anyway, they
I
were
think they
basically.
are.
They?
how?
Mhm.
Nice. So they're basically the Onion, right? Like, they make up batshit crazy stories, and there's always people that believe them, but their stories are like Elvis escaped and made love to Bigfoot, and they adopted Batboy as their love child, and like just completely off the wall shit. Right.
Right, Faybender.
Exactly. So, that is the information you. Oh, excuse me. One sec. All right, sorry about that. That is the information you find. You do email it. You have downloaded it, and that will count for completing the first part of your side mission.
Do I have anything else I'm doing? I'm gonna look around the room for other clues.
Awesome.
And see if we can figure out um if there's like anything else we're gonna come across that we might need to plan for, the way we didn't plan for this fight at all.
Planning's
plan works.
overrated.
Well, I'm always prepared to throw out the plan, but there's never nothing bad about having one.
Yes. All right, so you're looking around real quick. Mental acuity plus perception. Colette and Crimson, what are you two doing?
Are the animal cages still full?
So, at this point, I want you to roll for me. Mental acuity plus perception.
So acuity plus perception, you said?
Yes.
Where's perception? 14.
Nice.
So yeah, I want to go over and look at the animal
animals.
cages to see if there's anything else. Like, oh, did you tell me to hang on?
No, I just said animals. I was agreeing
Yeah.
with you. So, you go over to the animals. At this point, So I didn't say it because I completely forgot, because again, I am a professional, but when you guys first came in, so did the clerk. And most of the animals were dead.
Aww.
Um
Colin.
I said most. So most of the cages are actually empty. You don't see like discarded rabbits or anything, but most of the cages were clearly opened. And you can see like the fronts of some of the cages are scorched a little bit. The best you can assume, based on your check and based on what you knew, is that the 2 fire snakes had started eating some of the other pets.
Ah, okay.
So, there are a handful of pets left, and the clerk had immediately like come in and started gathering them up. Into
Did I help the
secondary
clerk?
cages. You can absolutely help. We'll say that's what you were doing while Emer was creating breaking news. But so yes, you are, once she has the animals secured, there is down over here where I just pinged, that was the back little office room that is still slowly coming into focus.
Mm-hmm.
And basically in there is a secondary, teleport isn't the right word, but it's basically a ritual circle to teleport the animals to a secondary holding area.
That's interesting.
Yes. It is not safe or rated for people. So you know how when you go into like a Lowe's or whatever, when they have their cardboard baler, there's like all the different warning signs surrounding the equipment, like don't stick your fucking head in this or you're gonna die, right? Like those signs.
Yeah.
There are similar signs, similar warnings all around this little ritual circle. When it's active, keep all arms and legs away. No animals over blah 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 pounds, etc., etc. Your standard safety. We're putting this here so when you inevitably fuck up, it's on you and not us. Disclaimers.
Right.
So,
Okay.
that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Colette, what are you doing? And then after we describe yours, it is 11:36. We are going to discuss XP. And then by that point, it will be the end of our stream.
Well, I'm walking around and seeing if there's anything else of interest around the other side of the room.
Okay. So, want you make for me one final mental acuity plus perception check. And you have, let me...
Lucky number 13.
That's right. I better find something good.
You find a curse. So, occult focus under knowledge. Firearms. So, as you are looking, you go by the register, and you do find your eyes glance right over it at first, but you look again and you realize that what you thought was originally just like some piece of trash or like little chunk of metal, like some little tool or something sitting there, a little block, is actually... What type of gun do you have?
Double pistols.
I remember you have the pistols. Is it... we didn't write it down. So, gonna say 9mm.
Yeah, probably. Pretty
So,
standard.
it's actually a 9mm magazine
Okay.
full of what appears to be shock rounds.
Suspicious.
They're basically taser rounds.
That's cool.
Um,
For use on the animals, apparently.
yes. Just in case.
God.
So, these rounds will switch out the damage that your pistol does every shot while that magazine is loaded. And you will now do shock damage, lightning damage,
Nice.
rather than your normal ballistic damage.
So I'm not sure how to edit my PDF in Foundry.
We will
But-
go over that after stream.
Cool.
So, at this point, experience points. So, the way experience is handled in the Shattered World, it is very much a point-based system similar to like the World of Darkness games. So, for those of you who are more familiar with Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, again, the Shattered World is a non-class-based, non-level-based system. You are not a level 1 rogue, you are not a level 3 dad, you are your character. You earn XP, and that goes directly into... You can spend it to gain skill points, or gain attribute points, or gain new merits, etc. So, the way you gain XP is by overcoming encounters. That does not necessarily mean killing everybody in the encounter. If there are a horde of zombies in a room and you mow them all down, that is beating the encounter. If there are a horde of zombies in a room and you find a way to to lock the doors so they can't get out, you have also overcome that encounter. If you find a way to sneak and just completely circumvent that encounter, you have overcome that encounter. Again, this is something you're going to want to talk to your narrator about. The narrator is, again, the game master, the dungeon master role, for those more familiar with those terms. But over the past couple sessions, you guys have overcome, circumvented, or otherwise negated 7 encounters. You will gain a total of 10 experience points.
Okay.
Encounters that feature stronger enemies, or stronger challenges. Again, Alpha tier, Beta tier, Charlie tier, Delta tier. That is up to the narrator. If you cause an unplanned encounter, that would still count. Now, if you're just doing that to be a dick, then no. Sorry. Tabletop RPGs in general, in my opinion, are cooperative storytelling games. Yes, I understand that D&D and its like, yeah, good luck. But I understand that D&D and its like came from that wargaming background, and I respect that. Clearly. The Shattered World very much takes some cues from that. The combat is very tactical. You've got to figure things out. The combat can be very deadly. At the same time, The Shattered World is a cooperative storytelling game. I, as a narrator, did not plan for Super to email the incriminating evidence they just found to the local news.
The real reason we ended the game there.
It's not the real reason, but I, as both a player...
You didn't plan for that contingency?
I don't plan for shit. I am like Akira Toriyama, man. I just go with it.
Improvisation.
I love Akira Toriyama.
Yes. Not everybody can go like he did. And let's be honest, not even he could go like he did. But the game is designed around the story. So Emor, with his action, potentially made a whole bunch of encounters in the future.
Huh.
And there will be repercussions from that. When I was DMing back in the day, I played a game where one of my players used a wish spell to retcon my campaign.
Oh no.
They were a bastard. A beautiful bastard. I love them very much. Bottom of my heart. They were my best friend. They still are. They're great. Like, wonderful person.
But they retcon your campaign?
They retconned the campaign with a wish spell. They changed... I won't get into it now because we don't have time. But they changed something in the past of the campaign that made the whole campaign never happen.
Oh, wow.
So...
That's the way to end the game.
Right. And we didn't. We kept going because I'm a masochist. But, short answer, that is the kind of thing that is traditionally not thought of when game designers do their XP. Like, I killed 5 monsters at challenge rating 1. A challenge rating 1 mob gives 100 XP, so killed 5 of them, that's 500 XP. In the Shattered World, XP is given based off encounters overcome. You retcon the campaign, that's an encounter. You should get a reward for that. Both mechanically, XP, and narratively. There's now a whole new bunch of stories we have to tell based on what you did. So the Shattered World XP tries to accommodate for both of those. You can never account for everything. You can't think of everything. But as the designer, we tried to give you the framework to where if you have to go off script, you can, and you know what to do in order to do so. So, again, all of you gain 10 XP. I will not be pulling up the full, here's what each skill costs XP chart, but by new merits costs... Oh, I don't want to see what part you just clipped.
I do.
Yeah, fuck it.
So if I wanted to finally put some, like, XP in my skills, like empathy,
Yes.
which I should have since I'm in the Safe Haven project, and I fight for innocence, uh, that okay, I see what you're saying.
Yes. So, buying new skills will cost some points. Buying new merits will cost points. Buying new destiny abilities will cost points. Your derived characteristics, so your stamina, your actions per turn, you cannot buy those directly, but they will automatically update as you buy other things. So my actions per turn is based off my ferocity. If I buy some more ferocity, my actions per turn will naturally go up.
And where can we find uh little? Do we have the little PDF that tells us how much everything costs?
Yes, so that is on the master document character creation.
Okay, yeah, I think I have that.
Yes. So at this point, we've got a few minutes left on the stream. We've got about 2 minutes left. And then with the final 10 minutes, I am going to set up a raid to another tabletop RPG stream so you can see someone a little bit more professional than us. But and we appreciate it, Time. Thank you. All joking aside, thank you. I do appreciate it. But oh, this is super professional. We know exactly what we're doing. I am great. I am awesome. I am the fucking best. No, I am not. So,
You are, but not in terms of professionalism.
right. You swear too much. Professionals don't swear. Okay.
What the fuck? All professionals swear, even in their brain.
That's right. I don't know what I do in my brain. I just kind of go with it. So,
I
No,
know, right?
they just end their emails with regards.
mm-hmm.
Have a beautiful day you deserve.
So we got about a minute left. Does anyone have any questions about the XP, the stream? Was there anything that was confusing? Aside from my rants?
Not I.
All right. I will give the stream just a minute and then I will set up the raid. As always, I try to find a smaller stream that doesn't have a lot of viewers, and we stop by just to see how they're doing.
All right. That's a bit odd, but
I get all this weird shit on my Facebook.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Yay, Bitey's coming to bite you. Wait a minute.
I'm posting it.
It's horrible.
Wait, I thought you said you were a masochist.
I get bored. I do things. I'm kind of both. Sadist, masochist, farmer, whatever. It happens.
Just because you've had to endure a lot of pain in your life and you're used to it doesn't make you a masochist.
Close enough. All right, so if I did this right, the raid has been created. We're going to go by in just a minute. Again, thank you everyone who watched and listened. Thank you. We will see y'all next time.
See ya.